So the first thing is troubleshooting.
Watching Colby learn how to use a computer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is google.com. Now,
Well,
if you're
let
like
me give
me,
some context. The first thing we're going to look at is how Colby found out that his PMax was spending a lot of money on apps. All right, Colby.
yeah. All right, I'll paint the picture. Sorry, I'm just like half asleep. So I had started a campaign with a new client. And, with a new client, that first 30 days is not always too action-packed. They have a higher AOV item, and I'm just trying to keep it to a few SKUs. I didn't really know how things would go from a search term perspective. Either volume would be good or there'd be absolutely nothing. So we tried multiple things. We tried doing a shopping campaign initially. That would have been the most ideal way to do things. Of course, with shopping, there's control. But that campaign just didn't get any traction whatsoever. So then we switched after about 3 or 4 days. And that's when we tried a feed-only campaign. And we did them alongside each other. We didn't want to pause anything. We just wanted to see if one would start over the other. And so this is called the PMax full build right now. But that's just what it ended up becoming. But I'll show you. And I'm sure the data is still a little bit skewed to when I discovered this. But let's just take like a week off. How I came across things. So
you said it was feed only already.
Yeah, it was feed only. Funny enough, where on earth did this campaign go? Oh, it hasn't even been running that long. Wow.
I was about to say
it really ran for like a week. So okay, sweet. So imagine this says PMax feed only because that's what it was. And so we were running this campaign, and this is good advice for anyone running PMax. When you're starting out and, you got your budget going, you just take a look. And one of the first things I looked at is, we're spending, and I'm looking at this volume of clicks, and I'm seeing 3,300 clicks. And I think we can all say, there's no way that's coming from search. So then we go over and look at the CPC. And so if you don't know, a nice, easy thing for us to look at is, this is the client's brand. Their brand is going for $2.19. Mm-hmm. So look at how much cheaper that is. We can tell that this is most likely not on the search network if it's cheaper than their branded click. If it's, anytime, if it's like 20, 30, 40, 50 cents, it's definitely coming from poor quality. Also, maybe not always poor quality, but just it's probably display.
Yeah. Also, just look at because you're looking at branded search, but we're talking about a feed only, so I think look at shopping. No.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we could look at shopping. So even if you look at shopping,
but basically the main core concept of and recognizing if a PMax is on the wrong network is go look at your other campaigns. Given if you want your PMax to be on the search or other shopping networks, look at the CPCs, and if the math isn't mathing, then Colby, take it away.
Yeah. And then let's just keep going through like this, pretend you're me, and I'll take you through my steps of thinking. So I was thinking, wow, that CPC is really cheap. That's a huge volume. If theoretically we got this volume from good sources, I would expect to see a sale or two, right? So I click into this, and I'm going to mention the Mike Rhodes script, and I think it's something everyone should be using if they're ever touching PMax. Yeah. But what I did is before I went into that, I just went in, I checked here, and you can go to the insights and reports. And I said to myself, okay, well, maybe in some crazy world, we are just getting really cheap CPCs or something, right? But then we go here and we see. I'm never wrong. I've never made a mistake. And I've never said anything.
Sorry, back to search term.
Okay, so I looked at this and I was like, all right, that's not good. So, and this could happen to you. It could happen to everybody. So,
the next thing, happened in basically every campaign I've ever run at some point in time.
It doesn't matter how good you are. These things happen, and it's just understanding what to look for and how to adjust. That's everything when it comes to being a successful ads person.
And noticing it sooner rather than later, because you don't want to have it sit there for months. Just
and I
noticed this display network.
I noticed this 5 days in or something. So I was letting the volume go in, and then we looked at that and said, you know what, like that doesn't look good. Now within the PMax script from Mike Rhodes, I mean, there's all sorts of bells and whistles. I'm sure you've heard about it. I don't need to sell it to you. What I looked at, I mean, here's the placement piece, but there's a different one, placements period. And so you can see at the time, this was called PMax feed only. That's when the script ran last, and that's what it was titled. I go and I look at the different types of feeds that they have, and I see mobile application, 97% of impressions are coming from mobile. So you look at that and you're like, all right, we just burned through.
You made $100 billion. Sorry.
No, yeah, I actually made, because, you know, mobile placements are just the greatest. So if you were to go through and see this, you would see it's like jigsaw puzzle game dot banana. You know, it just really isn't the place to be.
Personally, every time I see an ad, whenever I'm playing Jigsaw Puzzle Game Banana, I'm immediately buying whatever I see on that ad for sure, 100%.
Yeah, in the comments, everyone playing Jigsaw Banana. Who's playing these apps?
Guilty.
You play? Oh, wow.
I find like the weird apps and I'll download it and I'll play the game for like 3 days and I'll delete it.
Dude,
I'm an advertiser and I don't like it.
Dude, anytime I download a game and then it starts playing ads, I immediately uninstall.
Yeah.
I think of the, you know, there's a line from Riff Raff, and he said, I dropped out of school in grade 3 playing games.
Damn. Okay, back to
So, yeah, I don't play games. Anyways, stupid thoughts and stupid words from me. Now, with all of this and everything that we've learned here, there's another piece that we want to talk about, is that PMax is a little bit different from your other campaign types. You actually can't just easily add exclusions. One of the things that we're going to add in our notes
just to
here.
build a premise, because I think Colby, you just jumped too quick. Because Colby saw that there were so much placements for these apps, we needed to remove them, or he needs to remove them from the app. So now Colby's going to show you where to remove them or how he removes them.
It's good having these guys.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What Usama said. So there's a PMax exclusion form that Google has. We'll share this link with you. Mike Rhodes puts it in his script as well, but you don't need the script to get this. And you can basically say, hey, Google, like, why on earth are you targeting these things? And you can exclude it from PMax. Now, if you don't want to have to go through those steps and you want to make things even easier on yourself, just be careful when you're doing this. Don't be a crazy person. What you can do is you can set account-wide exclusions. And so to do that, it's kind of funny. Even you've been running Google for a while, like it's actually kind of confusing.
I always struggle to find it every single time.
Yeah, I'll probably do it wrong still. So we go, make sure you're not selected in any campaign. Scroll down here, don't go to products, go to audience. Content.
There you go. And then you scroll down and look at exclude.
Then you scroll down, then you say edit exclusions, you say account. And what we did is we just added everything from that list in here. Now,
you did or Google did for you?
My specialist did. But Google actually then came back to us and said, you guys already excluded all these. And we said, yeah, that's right, sucker. But you can add all these, but you might, the thing is, we were trying to add short code the other day in one of our clicking sessions, and the short code wasn't working.
Don't work.
So you could do it the old fashioned way, and you could just manually exclude all these.
Yeah. Honestly, just do it the old fashioned way. It takes 2 minutes. Just go into the apps and then just tick, 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 tick. Put on Netflix, put on a 2-minute YouTube, put on a song, listen to the song, and by the time you're done the song, it'll be, and you're done.
Yeah. And then you do that, you should be good.
There's 140 of them, guys. Just count.
And while we're doing this, it takes like 2 minutes. We should also talk about, you're running PMax, you're doing account exclusions. Good time to also add keyword exclusions too. There's probably some account keyword exclusions that you could use. And the great thing about this is you can exclude things at an account level. So that means PMax, especially with a new campaign, isn't going to go and do as stupid of things. Still might do stupid things, but it will be a little less stupid.
Maybe it won't be that bad.
yeah, maybe this will make you millions of dollars.
Or at least prevent you from spending millions of ad dollars. Well, wasting them.
I think that's the end of this video. But to kind of summarize, to know if your PMax is on the search or sorry, on the apps or the wrong networks, the easiest tells are one, go into the insights and look at your search terms. And if there's not enough clicks on search terms, that means that it's spending the money somewhere else. Then go into the average CPC at a campaign level and compare that average CPC to the average CPC of your shopping or search or whatever primary campaign you have that you want to compare it to.
And let's jump in quick, just for people, if there's people just starting out, if you don't have any other campaigns running, a general rule is that if the clicks are cheaper than $1, it's very likely to split.
Yeah.
And then so check the CPCs, and then if that's the case, you're probably on the wrong network. The other way to kind of see, sometimes PMax will be doing really well, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, and the best way to go do it is that the best way to notice it is just you do your account checks every week. You're looking at a 7-day window. Look for a massive spike in clicks. Look for a massive CPC drop. And then you really only need to do that like once a week. And then
we may as well plug the Mike Rhodes script, just because when you go in here, you can, what he has to make it even easier on yourself. So I can't remember what you pay per week, but, or pay per week. You pay one time. Honestly, it's a super good bang for your buck. And you'll see here, it breaks out how much of your spend is going to shopping, display video, et cetera, et cetera. So realistically, you could avoid all of this if you just use his script to start with. Admittedly, with this client, we just launched this campaign. And so I'm just kind of showing you the tactics that we would
there's a
without it.
question I think we should answer though, Colby, and I think I'm going to answer it, because we were talking about a feed-only campaign, and we're like, feed-only campaigns means shopping campaigns. So why did it end up on the display network or the other one? So to phrase the question is, I'm going to phrase it and then I'm going to answer it, I think.
Okay.
Why did a shopping feed-only PMax campaign just show up on app and exclusion? Because that same feed is also used as the dynamic remarketing feed, and PMax lets to do that. And all those shopping feeds, the dynamic stuff, ends up on the display network and the app network. So you got to exclude it. Anybody want to?
Yeah. And I think it's important to say that, like feed only doesn't really exist. So you can try it. And here's the thing, if you have good data, it'll work. But it might not work. So check your CPCs.
So I don't know what you do with that, but when I'm running like a PMax shopping or a specific search one, especially depending on the network I want, I'll launch a parallel campaign to it for that network. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a lot of spend, but for some reason, and I don't know why, it keeps the PMax on the right network.
Oh, I'm going to play contrarian. And that's how you know this is a fun, good content. Whatever. I don't know what we are. But I had a shopping campaign running on the other end, but it wasn't getting any volume. So I don't think PMax could cannibalize or, go after those streams like it wanted to. But I do agree that there are, like, if you're getting some volume, that's a good way to do it, because, your other campaigns show PMax, which are the good ways to go. And PMax is like, all right, I'm going to do it that way.
Yeah, basically. Sweet.
I'm wondering if there's anything else to say. I mean, shopping, people know what a PMax feed-only campaign is now versus full build. Full build is just putting absolutely everything in there.
All your assets, all your headlines, all your descriptions, all the things.
Yeah. And the benefits of feed-only versus like a shopping campaign is, I would say I do it when I'm having issues with my shopping campaigns, or you're running a parallel feed-only campaign with shopping, and then they both seem to do well. It almost is kind of like John Moran's feeder strategy there.
Been running it for ages. Sweet. I think we're good. Come on.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to our short talk about.
Our short talks are never even short. We thought we did a short one the other day, and it was 18 minutes. All right, get everyone in your family to subscribe.
Why not just
grandparents, great grandparents, on your multiple accounts. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, look at that.
All right. Thank you for coming to our rant.
Okay,
Hello.
welcome one and all back to the most freaking dysfunctional videos ever on the internet about Google Ads.